So you guys do that ritual for the next hour.
Okay, so my idea is that
given the circumstances, I feel like Dietrich would be less keen on being part of said ritual, considering he's not a spellcaster and is probably avoiding Illayda.
he has the bracelets. Where did he put them? I just left them.
Why are you? That's not what Callier told you to do. Don't avoid Illayda.
He said, "Wait for her to come to you." That was his advice.
Oh,
Does
talking
anyone-
about love and relationship.
Does
This has been misconstrued.
Does anyone know where Dietrich is? He has the bracelets that I need for the ritual, and I feel better about things now, and I have this drink that I want people to drink. Does anyone know where he is?
You can usually find him in the crow's nest. If he's not there, then I don't know where he would have gone.
Illayda's gonna climb up to the crow's nest.
Are you up there, Dietrich?
I actually think I'm in the bunks because I didn't really sleep.
Okay.
Is it just
you go to the
Hikari up
caves,
there?
And there's no one. No, Hikari came down to get food.
This is terrible. I climbed down the crow's nest. He's making me chase him around after he was so awful. This is the worst. I'm so annoyed. I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just annoyed.
It's the worst news.
Dietrich's
This
just
is why you let her come to you.
Okay, I'm going all through the ship. I'm trying to find him.
Okay. Well, you eventually get to the bunks to see. Are you sleeping, Dietrich? You don't really sleep either, but.
No, he does.
Yeah, I do. I like straight up sleep.
Oh, okay. Are you sleeping then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you find Dietrich. He's sleeping.
Do I see the bracelets? Are they out?
Dietrich, where would you have put them?
I mean, they're probably in a satchel so that they don't get lost.
Don't want to go through. I'm gonna shake him awake. Dietrich. Dietrich, wake up.
I'm awake.
Your eyes are still closed. I'm gonna get right in his face. Where are the bracelets?
They're in my bag.
We're going to do the ritual thing.
The ritual thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the ritual thing. The bracelets. We made bracelets for the ritual thing.
Do you want to join?
Well, I don't have any magic, but...
It's more like I want people who I think are a good influence on me to join, and you helped make the bracelets, and I appreciate that.
You think I'm a good influence on you?
Yes. And I take the bracelets. We're meeting upstairs.
Okay. He's gonna gather himself and then go upstairs.
Yeah, I think mechanically it doesn't change even if I'm including other people who aren't spellcasters in the rituals. I'm just passing it out to whoever wants to join. I don't want anyone to feel excluded.
Cool. So they can't access the spells, but they're...
Yeah. Non-magic users don't suddenly become magic. Illayda doesn't want to make anyone to feel not included, but also she doesn't want to force anyone into the ceremony if they don't want to join. But she's like, you do all have to put on a bracelet and drink this if you want to be in this little thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to call it. I'm just trying really hard, and I'm sorry, and I know this is scary, but we're all in this together, and I just want to make things right.
We could call it a friendship circle, because we're all friends.
It feels very safe.
All right. We can call it a friendship circle. I accept this. We're a circle of friends. This is our friendship circle. This is a safe place for us all to discuss feelings and challenges, and everyone can drink this. And she starts like just serving with a ladle like into mugs this like brown, sweet smelling brew.
Cool.
And we can drink it and then put on our bracelets. Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys spend an hour just drinking and putting on bracelets and doing your thing.
Woohoo,
Thank
we're in a
you.
cult. It's nice.
It's not a cult. It's a friendship circle.
I mean, we got like mutually married so much quicker in our home game, so like
We're not rushing into things this time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? That's right.
Cool. So that's done, and now it's like, everyone's sleep schedule is all off from
Yeah.
this. But yeah.
Ilayda's hit points are high, but she has like no spells, so. But now we can all share spell slots if we're close to each other, so I don't know if that affects anything.
How many spell slots is it, by the way? Sorry to go back into this.
If we are within 100 feet of each other, we can just share spell slots. If we're out of that 100 feet range, like if I've suddenly used all mine, but somebody else has spell slots, I can be like, can I use your spell slot?
Oh, so you have as many, okay.
Yeah, I would have to consult the person, and I assume I can't just take it from them. I would have to consult the player, otherwise I don't even know what they have. And then do we just want to like say 2 spells that we think would be useful for people to use? And I keep in mind we can only give up to 2nd level spells to each other because that's the highest that Kellidir has.
Because of weak-ass Kellidir.
It's not Kellidir's fault. This is helpful no matter what.
Your moves are weak.
your moves are weak.
Hurts.
You're not even fam.
Do you guys do that? I don't know what you want to do. Like Illayda, you need spell slots back.
Yeah.
And stuff. So if you want to take a rest, you don't even have to necessarily sleep, but if you want to.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to try and calm down a bit. This is not good. I had a caffeine-based drink. This isn't great. Ruva was asking something before. I just wanted to make sure that your mic got cut off, so I wasn't sure if you were still asking something.
Oh, I was just saying if we needed them, but we already resolved that, so that's fine.
Thank you. Yeah, Ilayda's all hopped up on caffeine. She's like, I don't think I like that. It tasted fine, but I feel all twitchy now. Should I drink more?
No, I don't think you should.
Did I do it right? I've never done a friendship circle before. I don't know if it was right.
It felt like a good friendship circle to me, and I like the drink. It makes me feel fun. I think this is a really good friendship circle, and I'm really glad we did this.
She's talking faster than normal. Is that just me? Is it just me? I'm gonna drink some peppermint tea. I'm gonna calm down. I think I'm gonna nap.
Okay, you go nap. I have a lot of energy. I think I slept a lot, so I'm good. I can go watch. I can go keep watch. I'll go up to the crow's nest. I've never been up there before. Let's go see.
Cool. You head up to the crow's nest. Do a perception check for your watch.
17.
Cool. You are wide awake, looking around, and you feel pretty safe. There's not really anything out there. You still have open seas.
It's all good up here, guys. I'll let you know if there's anything, but for now, it's all good. It's all clear.
Good job, yeah.
Cool. So again, like it's kind of overnight now. You guys can decide whether you want to go back to sleep. Thomas and William, who were pretty hurt, they're probably like, yes, they were rested, but they're probably going to head back and try to sleep some more because it was still a very long and rough day. So they can still...
Whereabouts are we? We've been sailing.
You've been sailing. You're kind of just in the open seas now. Like you are heading towards Namakaf, but like you're not there yet, and it's just pretty wide open right now.
Okay. We don't expect to get there anytime like soon.
Thomas said it takes about a day and a half, and you have been sailing for like half a day.
All right. Cool. I'm still just sailing where I was sleeping, but now I'm sailing.
So again, we'll kind of time jump unless anyone has anything they want to do over this night.
Illayda. Cora is playing Illayda. Illayda is going to drink peppermint tea and try and calm down, and go to sleep, because I think you said I specifically had to mention if I wanted to try that calming down thing to set me back.
I mean,
to
you
1.
you reset it anyways
Yeah.
because it happened.
Yeah.
So it automatically reset, so you wouldn't
Oh, that's right.
need to calm down to reset it. But probably after everything that would happen, you'd still want to calm down.
Yeah, it's good to have nighttime rituals. It helps with your sleep. Based off of how Grea's acting with the sugar and caffeine, I think it's probably good for Illayda to try and calm down first before she sleeps. So
Cool. Greya, are you taking shifts or are you up all night doing this watch? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, do I get exhaustion if I try to stay up all night? Because otherwise, I think she would stay up all night.
I mean, you did just wake up, so you wouldn't need any sleep yet. There will be probably a point during the next day where if you don't sleep, you are gonna start getting really tired. But right now, you could make it through the night, no problem. You just slept,
Okay.
you woke up and had some caffeine, so like,
Yeah, so I think Greya stays up there for the night.
okay, cool. So as the sun starts to come up and it's the next day, I'll get you to do another perception check, Greya.
Nat 20.
Oh, cool. So you see in the distance, you are still like that caffeine has not left your system, so you are still like wide-eyed, just staring out. And you're kind of like eagle-eyed, like you have such good vision right now. You see in the distance a big mountain, and you can see that there's like a mountain, but then there's like big walls around it and everything. Unfortunately, you're too far still that even with your nat 20, you can't really see what exactly it is. But you can tell like this isn't just a mountain. This is like a whole, like people obviously live here. This is like they have walls up, they have gates, they have a bunch of stuff. You can also see kind of around the mountain there's a bunch of ships and stuff like that. So that's what you see in the distance. And it's pretty far in the distance. It's not like you're really close right now, but it is a mountain, so you do see it from far away. And just because you're not 20 and you're like eagle vision, you are able to see that there's stuff around it, but you're still quite a bit away.
Okay, so I climb down from the crow's nest really fast, and I'm like, guys, I think I see a mountain that way, and there's a wall. It looks like there's people.
Have you been on watch this whole time?
Yep.
No one came to relieve you?
Nope, but I was fine. It was fun.
Okay.
At this point, since it's the morning, Thomas and William and everybody has made it back up. So Thomas, when you say that, he will say to everybody, he's like, yeah, that's probably Nomakov. It's a mountain.
The whole island is a mountain.
Yeah. People call it an island, but really it's a mountain that's just kind of jutting out of the sea. I don't know what's inside, if there's like an island inside of it or what, because I've never been there, but it is a
I feel like you
mountain
just
island.
described an island. But what do I know?
What'd you say?
I said that I feel like you described an island, but what do I know?
Thomas is like, I didn't mention it was a mountain, but it's an island because it's one of the island that the captains created. I don't know.
You know more about this island than us. How do you think we should proceed?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
You know,
I think we should get closer so we can see what's going on. But
All right, so we will bring it in a bit.
cool. So you are still quite a while away. Like I said, like she could see it because it's a mountain in the distance.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's still gonna take you most of the day to get there. So you sail, and by the time you get there, it's like early evening, like the sun's starting to set by the time you get there.
Okay.
And yeah, as you approach, you see basically what Gray said, that there is this mountain that's coming up. There's this huge like entryway to go into the mountain, and there's a wall all around the mountain with a big gate. The gate is doesn't look big enough for your ship to get through, and then all around, kind of like the back of where you're coming from, like behind the mountain, you can see just hundreds of ships.
So exciting.
I'm sorry, is there like a wall and there's a gate going through a wall?
Yeah.
Okay, so the gate's not actually like in the mountain. I know.
No. The mountain is
crazier in my
the
mind.
opening, and then the gate is in the wall.
The fleet of ships, is it ghost ships perhaps? Like, do they look like the ships the zombies came on?
Do a perception for that. And anyone, you're all up above, so you can all do it if you want.
I mean, Gray was keeping watch.
14.
14? Okay.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
A good old 5, because this boy is real freaking
There's a lot
perceptive.
going on here. You're excited by the idea that there might be actual people, so you don't know.
Ilayda's got you beat by rolling a 2. I made more hot chocolate because it seemed like a good idea to make it in the morning, and then like I'm just like making more and I've spilled it on myself. I'm just, oh no,
It is evening now. It's not morning.
oh, evening. Well, it seems to be good to have it when you first wake up
Drink.
rather than when you're sleeping. So trying to perfect it, I wasn't to my liking last time.
Yeah. So it was Kelladir, you got the 20. So you can see the ships in the distance. No, they are not undead ships. Some of them look pretty old. Some of them look pretty new. Like they're kind of, there's lots of different styles that look like maybe from different, not like huge time period differences, but like there's some older ships, there's some newer ships. There's some ships that look pretty dirty, but not like undead ships. And there's also ships that look very pristine. So it's just kind of a wide variety of ships there, but no, none that look like the undead ships.
Do they look like piratey per se?
Again, some of them do, some of them don't. A lot of them do.
Does anything look familiar to Thomas?
No.
Okay.
There are also, I will say, around the stone wall that's covering the mountain, at each like pillar, there's like giant statues of just men kind of like standing there. They don't really have any real distinguishing features. There's just statues of men all around.
Just men. Typical.
How are you approaching?
Our ship
I
is
guess
too big to
that's-
go inside, right?
Yes.
Is there anywhere that's like really visible that we can see that other bigger ships are like docked at or anchored at?
The ships that are around the back kind of just seem to be just anchored there. But there is, like, the front gate does have some smaller boats kind of around it and everything that you can see.
Should we stay back? Stay a little inconspicuous? rather than sailing up to the gates.
I think that's probably good. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll head back to where we can see like the other ships that are anchored not in front of the gates, but like the first option you gave us.
Okay, so actually, as you say that, I just rolled, and you hear kind of like this big, like this big horn blast come from the wall, and like as it's blasting, the gate opens, and a kind of a ship, but like much smaller, because like I said, like big ships wouldn't fit through this gate, but kind of as big as what would fit, so like maybe half the size of what your ship is, comes out towards you and starts coming and approaching your ship.
Oh, like it's very like you can tell it's like very deliberately coming towards us. Okay.
Looks like we have company.
William,
Maybe
is
we
this
should wave
standard?
hello.
Great, I love that
So
idea.
you guys stand there waving, and the ship approaches you and gets as close as it can to you before it stops, and it kind of pulls up almost kind of next to you so that they can talk to your ship. They're not boarding your ship or anything, but they do pull up and come talk to you. And again, there are all in the ship. There are a bunch of the statues again, all on the ship, of just these like very generic men statues. And then
Like man size?
what's that?
Like man size or big or
They're bigger than like they'd be like twice the height of like your average human, and they're pretty thick as well.
All right. Are there any sentient humanoids that aren't metal statues on there?
They're stone statues.
Stone statues.
But then a tabaxi walks forward, a little cat person comes forward, and they're in like some pretty nice clothes, but you can tell when they come forward that like they're in nice clothes, but they're someone who's never really, they don't look natural in nice clothes. Like their hair's still kind of like a bit ratty and not nice looking, and it just kind of looks like someone took someone almost out of the gutter and put them in nice clothes, and like they're trying to present them as someone that's proper, but like they are not pulling it off at all.
Dietrich will just yell over, "Good day!" and take a big bow.
Cool. So the tabaxi comes forward and just stands on the edge of the airship, and he's like, "Greetings, welcome to Nomakaf. What business do you have here?"
We're not sure.
I'm thinking he's gonna be like, it's like we are looking for a safe port to anchor our ship. We're looking to replenish some supplies.
We have supplies here, yes.
Are we able to anchor and enter your town?
You can park your ship over with the others if you would like to come in, and then we can tender you in if you would like.
You could do what?
We could tender you in. This is a tender. It's the name of a smaller boat that takes you from a big boat to a port.
It's
Yes,
learning
we
so
know.
We're
much.
so good with boats.
Yeah.
I would like to use detect thoughts and see, because this is very suspicious, but I'm also very hesitant to roll.
You gotta roll your black
Cool.
magic.
All right. It's a 15.
You're
The
fine.
whole town dies.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna try and detect thoughts. That's 24. Oh wait, I don't have to roll. What am I doing? So yes, so for it's been a while since I've detected thoughts, guys. So I can read the surface thoughts of a creature. But if I want to go deeper, it has to do a save versus my spell DC, which would be a wisdom saving throw against 14.
Okay. Are you trying to go deeper, or do you want to just see the surface for now?
I'm gonna see if the surface thoughts are useful to me, and then I'll see what I need to do.
Sure.
Because this seems very suspicious that, like, it essentially looks like somebody took a street cat and tried to make it a house cat, basically.
Yeah. So he's just doing his job. He is trying to remember everything that he was told to say to new people as they come. And yeah, it is definitely someone that, like, the leader of this island took and gave them a job and put them in fancy clothes, and they've never been like that before.
Oh, so there's like this nervousness.
His surface thoughts are like, okay, tell them to park their ships here, and then I can get them tendered in, and make sure that they go to the proper part of the island. And like, it's just like he's just going over everything.
Cool. I don't think he necessarily has any nefarious like thoughts towards us, but I don't know about anyone else. But I also don't think anyone who has nefarious things are going to trust him with this information. So I'm not going to press any deeper. I will just be like, okay, this is a lackey.
Okay.
He doesn't know anything. He's just nervous. He's just doing his job.
Keldir will turn to William and just be like, is this a normal procedure?
William's like,
Or William.
William's like, I've never been here before. I've never done this.
All right, we'll do what the scraggly little cat says.
Cool. So he takes you over, and like you anchor your ship with the rest of them. And then as you get on his tender, he says to you, "It is one of our rules, please. We must collect any weapons before you come inside. You are still the owners of them. We are not taking them. We just put them in the weaponry, all in one collection, with your crew's name on it, and you may get it again as you leave or as you require them." And he like puts out like this, like, it's not a bag, it's just kind of like this burlap thing where like he'll collect all your weapons and then roll them up and have them all at once.
Illayda will put one of her poison daggers in there.
Okay.
Yeah, Greya was going to take out her crossbow and put it in there.
Anyone who is going to try to not put all their weapons in,
I'll put in the other dagger.
just roll a sleight of hand if you are trying to not.
Well, there's no hiding the giant longsword, so I'll hand that over.
Okay.
Illayda is going to keep her spoon because she is going to assume that they won't know what it is.
They wouldn't care about
the spoon.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dietrich is oddly going to pull out a dagger and then another dagger and then a short sword.
Where is this all coming from?
And then put his quarterstaff down and then put a bag of darts down.
As you pull out more weapons, this tabaxi is kind of like doing like the dog and cat thing, where like as each one comes in, it tilts its head a little more.
Then he's going to reach into his bag and pull out a little crossbow.
Caldir's looking totally incredulous at Dietrich right now.
And then all of the crossbow bolts to go with it.
Dietrich's just packing so much heat, like it's
So much heat.
impressive.
And then he's going to pull out a hammer that he has and just like look at the cat like, do you mind if I keep this?
We would prefer that you don't.
Okay. And he's gonna put it down with everything. Yeah, well, I think everything else is a prop.
Greya, did you put your stuff down? Do you have weapons?
Yeah, I just have the crossbow that I put down.
Oh, you have those axes now too that you got from the tomb.
Oh, I forgot about the axes. Okay, Gray doesn't even know those are weapons.
So you'll like put your stuff down, and then they'll be like, "And the axes, please."
And then Gray's like, "Oh, sorry, I thought these were tools."
Yeah, and then the others, William and Thomas, are gonna kind of give each other like a look as they're putting them down, but they will like slowly put them down. So then once everyone has them down, he rolls them up, and he's just like, "And please, what is your crew's name that I can put on this?"
We're the crew of the Lady Chank.
The crew of the Lady Chank. Okay. And he like writes that
Dietrich
down.
is gonna like scoot them over there. Is that really what we want to be known as, though? This is it. This is our time.
This is what you all named the ship.
What would you suggest?
You not like the Lady Chain?
Not that I don't like the Lady Chank, but I mean, we gotta have a really cool party name, right? How about
Okay,
you?
come
Other
up with one.
The Lady Chonk?
No. Well, I want you all to like it too, right?
We didn't discuss it, so I was just going with what made sense.
Oh, right. Yes, yeah, no, we could do that.
No,
You
we can come
feel
up with
strongly about it. We can talk about it on this gentleman's boat. We're not holding him up.
They start moving. Once all your weapons are there and you're all there, you're like heading towards the gate. So you need to discuss. You have a few minutes.
Okay.
I mean, something suits us better than the Lady Chank, right?
I'm not fancy, that's what we are.
the
I mean,
friendship circle.
See, I'm worried about that one that will have people assuming we're pushovers.
I thought that was the name of our cult. Like, doubling up on names.
I don't know. Any suggestions as good as another for me? I just want something we can all agree on.
Well, what do we all have in common?
We're misfits.
That's
Do you feel like that's a strong word?
I mean, it's just paperwork. I don't mind if people want to go by something else.
Well,
You seem to feel the strongest about it. There must be something on your mind.
well, nothing really is on my mind. I just thought we could have a cool name. I've already talked to you about, fancy Jolly Roger and all that, but I'd be fine with just a name.
We could be the misfit crew of the Lady Chank.
I'm fine with being the Misfits.
This is like a band, because I do have a bunch of band names.
I mean, I know how to play the viol.
Oh, I can't play any music. I just band names.
There's been a correction, sir.
Okay. What would you like?
The paperwork.
Yes.
We would like you to put the misfits of the Lady Shank.
Okay.
You don't have to put the of the Lady Shank part if you don't want
I'm
to.
gonna put it because I already wrote the lady. So
Okay.
it's easy up top to just put the misfits of. So he writes that down.
Great.
Cool. So you guys enter the gate. The gate behind you closes, and you see all the statues that were around the pillars all turn, and like they all face your boat now as it goes in, and another.
But they're physically turning
Yes.
for clarification. I hate it.
Yes.
That's
So
scary.
they were like facing out at the sea, but as you come in, they all turn to face you.
I don't like
two
it.
more statues inside the gate. Then put this huge, massive beam down to lock the gate behind you, and you head into the mountain.
Can Caladir turn to the Tabaxi who has not told us his name, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. And he's gonna ask, is there a reason for such heavy security?
There are a lot of bad people out there. We like to stay safe here.
What are those
Was
things?
there-
What are those things? Those giant statues are very impressive.
They are stone golems. They are the outside security of Nomakaf.
Do they have personalities?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Did something happen to require this kind of...
Not that I know of. It's just always been this secure and locked down.
Next question.
Sorry, yeah.
I've noticed, sir, that you are dressed quite spectacularly.
Thank you.
Are there shops here that sell clothes like that?
There's not really any clothing shops here, no.
Illayda
are-
looks disappointed.
You might be able to find someone that could make you something. There's lots of people here with different talents, but there's no clothing shop.
What's your talent? Sorry, we didn't get your name.
My name is Fraulo. And he kind of like bows to you.
He bows back.
My talent is, I'm good at getting people when the master needs them gotten.
That sounds ominous, but you did quite a good job at getting us in here, I suppose.
Yeah.
Nothing to add
Can you-
there.
Can you tell us about your master?
Master Maximus Brother. He's a very strong man. He has lived here for many years. And he takes care of me and the other servants here.
Does he take care of everyone on this island? Everyone that lives here?
Everyone on the island has a roof over their head. And that's all he says.
That's a really weird pause. Is my detect thought still working? Hold on. How long does it work for? Let me go in here.
Dietrich will just
Duration. It's up to a minute. It's gone.
okay.
Do you get very many visitors on this island?
Quite a few, yes.
And are they like us? They're coming for supplies or?
No one comes here for supplies. Well, I guess people have come for supplies before.
Can Illayda do an insight check on him to see if he's nervous at all from these questions?
Sure.
Hold on. I have to make D&D Beyond big so I can actually see anything. My insight is a +4 and had 15, so it's 19.
19, yeah, he's nervous. And he's
Oh, no.
very clearly searching for the things to say when you ask him questions.
Okay.
Entertainment. What's entertainment like?
Oh, this whole island is all about entertainment.
What does that mean? I don't like that.
I hate that.
So, like what? Is there like a celebration going on? You know, we were at another island and they said they had a celebration going on year-round and nothing was happening, so...
Oh, don't worry, there's something happening here every night.
Right, like what? Fireworks?
Sometimes.
What's
I
happening?
hate this so much.
And as you go in, so now like once you kind of at this point in the conversation, you enter the mountain and you see. I think I changed the screen, right? You're seeing this new location.
I did not check. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't check either.
Yeah.
Let me go look.
Yeah, I can...
Yeah, you
Yeah.
changed it.
I can see it. Yep.
Cool. So when you go in, there is just the like worst of the worst people are in here. There are fights clearly happening in the like town center, which is kind of what you're floating through right now. There are people yelling at each other. Just everyone is clearly like a thug or a ruffian. Lots of like lizard folk around, rat people. Just like the worst of the worst. To your left, you will see that's kind of where like the shops are. You see there is like a bar there. There is a armory. There is a place that like has different sort of like potions and stuff like that. And just like a few different little stalls. There are some like food shops and stuff like that as well. And to the right, you see just row after row after row after row of jail cell, and just like lots of people locked up in there. And so as you go, Fraulo will say to you, he's like, well, one way or another, you will be involved in the entertainment here. That depends on what you have. If you are rich enough, you may place bets on the entertainment. If not, you will be the entertainment.
Sorry. You mean...
This is a fighting area. We a gladiatorial area.
That is correct.
But you took all of our weapons.
We will keep them, and he points over, I'll show you on the map, he points over to like that area there. It's kind of also like a fenced in little like tent hut area. He's like, that is where we will keep your weapons, and when it is time for you to participate, you will go there beforehand and collect them. We also have the armory where you can sometimes take your weapons for upgrades, for cleaning, for sharpening, or perhaps if you are lucky enough and you earn enough credits, you can get some new equipment.
You're a sneaky little cat, aren't you?
I just do my job.
Well, if we would like to collect our weapons and leave, can we do so?
And you see, as you say that, all the stone golems on the ship just all kind of turn towards you. And Fraulo is like, there is no leaving once you get here. There is only one way off this island. You must win.